Students, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. So always you should remember. So we are trying to convert the 3D to 2D, right? Right, students? So there will be 3D views. There will be 3D. So we will try to convert it to 2D, right? By using the front view on top view, right? Front view, top view, and side views. So right, students. Anyone should
Yes.
anyone should respond to the question. Right. So I think yesterday I told you. So there will be a front view, top view, and side views, right?
Yes, sir.
And there will be horizontal plane, vertical plane. Always you should remember the front view will be. So will be falling on which plane? Vertical
Vertical
plane.
plane.
Vertical plane, and the on the top you will be falling on the horizontal plane, and the side. Okay, when you see the object from side, okay, either from right side or left side, okay, the projection, or you can say, okay, the shadow will be falling on either right side view or left side view, right? Students, kindly you should respond to the question.
The presentation was not clear, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
B2 attend, sir. B2 batch, sir.
So,
Excuse me, sir.
see, all students should join to the class. All the
Okay, sir.
B1, B2, B3 batches. Okay, all students should join to the class. Okay, I think kindly. So if you have doubts, okay, you can unmute yourself. Otherwise, okay, kindly mute yourself, because if you do not mute, okay, so it will trouble for the faculties to teach. So I think Govinda, kindly mute yourself. Okay. So as I told you, okay, a drawing is a graphical representation of an idea, a concept, or an existing object, right? So if you take a object, okay, always you should know, okay, there'll be 3D object will be there, okay, to make easy, okay, to make easy to understand in a better way. So we will try to convert the 3D to 2D image. It means 2D to 3D to 2D by using what? By using engineering drawing, right? So we will take object and we will place in between, and we will try to analyze, okay, the front view, top view, and side views. By that we can analyze how it looks from front, how it looks from top, and how it looks from side, right?
Yes, sir.
And when we see from front, we can see x and y dimensions, right, students? We can see the x and y dimensions, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
values. And when we see from top, so what are the dimensions we can see?
X and Z.
X and z. So likewise, when we see from side, so we can see z and y, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are the things what I discussed in the previous class. Okay, if you have doubts, okay, kindly you can ask me now. So online, see, today I will be taking online. I will use the PPT. Okay, and from tomorrow, I think from tomorrow I will be explaining. Okay, by using video. Okay, I will on the video, and I will be writing in the page. Okay, I will be writing in the page, and I will try to explain through that. I think presentation is not clear, students. I
Not
think one
clear,
of
Sir,
sir.
the
That was blur, sir.
yes, sir.
okay. I think network issue. I think due to network issue, it may be. Okay, wait for 2 seconds.
Sir, it's totally blur, sir. We can't see anything.
Okay. So now it's fine, students. Now you can see the presentation.
No, sir. Again, it is blurred.
No, sir.
Full
No,
blur,
sir.
sir.
No,
It is
sir.
blur,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Full blur, sir.
Okay. Okay, wait for 1 minute, students. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Students, now it's clear. You can see the presentation neatly. Students, anyone should respond to the question. Hello.
Now also it is blur, sir.
Okay.
Blur, sir, blur.
No, sir. It's blur.
It's blur, sir.
Students, now it's okay, right? It's fine. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Students.
Yes, sir. Now
Yes,
it's
sir. Is it
Clear, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine, fine.
Okay.
Sir, it's clear, sir.
Okay, okay. So he was discussing about the dimensions, right? Which will be visible in the side views and the front view as well as the horizontal plane. That is top view. So be careful with this is very, very important. If I tell front to you, okay, front view. So you should understand. Okay, it will be falling on okay the vertical plane. Okay, when I represent the top view, so that okay you should try to understand. Okay, it will be falling on okay the horizontal plane. Okay, when I see the object from the right side, okay, that indicates okay the view will be falling on the left side. So this is with respect to the first angle projection. So this and all I will tell you in the further classes. Okay, so there are 4 quadrants are there, so all these things I'll be telling of all these things in the future classes. But right now you should try to understand what is front view, what is top view, what are side views. Okay, next we will go to the next slides. I think these slides are over in the previous class. Okay. So I was speaking about the drawing methods, right, in the previous class. So yeah, students, kindly join. Okay, with respect to time. See, I told you 10:45. Kindly join. Okay, within 10:45 because see, I will be teaching you. So if you join after like 10:50 or 11 o'clock, it will be difficult. Again, I should come back to the this okay to the meet Google Meet. Then I should join once again for the student. Then I should go back to the PPT. So kindly join within the time. So can anyone discuss about this manual method? What do you mean by manual and computer aided? Anyone from this class? Students, you should speak in the class. What is manual and what is computer aided imaging? Yes.
Manual means hand drawing, handmade drawings.
So one by one. Okay, you can unmute one by one. You can explain. Yeah. Manual drawing means what?
Manual means handmade drawing.
Manual is basically hand.
Students, one by one. You should explain. Kindly explain one by one. Okay,
Manual is
now
basically hand drawing.
Aman, you can explain now. Yes, Aman. Unmute yourself and you can speak.
Yeah, yeah, I was saying that manual is basically hand drawn and computer aided means using some software stuffs like that.
Okay, good. Others? Any others from this class? You can unmute yourself and you can discuss about the manual and computer aided drawings, engineering drawings. Anyone from this class?
Drawings.
Okay.
Computer aided means using some softwares to draw structures what we want.
Yes. Good. So anyway, okay, manual means we will use the all the geometrical items. Okay, with scale and we will draw. Okay, according to the object. Okay, if I see example, if I place a mobile phone. Okay, so how it looks in the front view, how it looks from top view, how it looks. Okay, when I see from side. So if I represent with respect to the geometrical items. Okay, if I will take a page A4 size sheet, and I will try to convey all the information. Okay, all the dimensions. Okay, in the front view, that is in the vertical plane and horizontal plane, as well as the side views. So that is called as manual drawing. So your computer aided engine drawing means, so we will use the software as I told you. Okay, in our college we will be using solid edge. Okay, solid edge. Okay, to convey the 2D to convey okay the 2D drawings. Okay, example, whatever the objects we may take. Okay, to write the front view, top view, as well as side views. Okay, we will use the software. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is the advantages If you use software, anyone? Anyone? Anyway, you're drawing manual, right? Why you require software? Why you
Because
want to
there is
use the
no
Quadrant?
time required. There is
Huh?
no much more time required to draw the drawings.
Can you repeat the answer once again?
In computer aided using softwares, there is no time required.
There's
Much
no
more
time.
time not required.
Okay, good. Others?
It's time efficient basically.
Okay, good. So this is the first reason. Okay, because of the time. Okay. With respect to the same, what you can say, if you're drawing manual, okay, if it takes around 30 minutes, okay, if you use software, okay, it will so you can complete the task within like 5 to 6 minutes. So to reduce the time, okay, the main thing is if you use the systems or if you use the computers, okay, the time, okay, will get reduced. Okay, for the same object, when you draw manually and when you draw using system, okay, the system will take less time than manual, because manually means you should take all the equipments like compass, the protector, scale, pencil, eraser, everything you should do with scale. So it will take more time, okay, than the system. So that is the advantages, okay, if you use software. So you can take your book, kindly open your book and write down the when you draw manually, see what are the things so that is required. So you can write, I told you in the
Sir,
previous like
PPT was not clear, sir.
now it's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. See, this is manual drawing. So I told you in the previous class also. So nowadays we are using A4 size sheets. Okay, but before 2006 or 2005, okay, we were using the drawing boards. For you, drawing boards, the clips will be not used, like mini drafter. Okay, all those things will be not used. Students, kindly mute yourself. Okay, everyone. Okay. So if you have doubts, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Okay. If you do not have doubts, kindly you should mute. Okay. So, say nowadays we are not using the drawing boards. Okay. Drawing boards, drawing clips as well as mini drafter is not required. Okay. Only thing is required is scale, protector, the compass. Okay. Then set square, and then then drawing pencils, then sharpener as well as eraser. So these are the important things. Okay. You should bring every day, okay, every day to the classes. Either it may be the lab or it may be the theory. Students, mute yourself. I think someone has not muted. Students, if you have doubts, kindly unmute yourself. Okay, after clearing the doubts, kindly you should mute yourself. Okay, so this, so now, so kindly take your book. See, I will check. See, after the class, I will share the Google Classroom. Kindly join to that, and whatever I do in the class, okay, daily basis. Okay, I will post the assignment for you. Everything, whatever, okay, you do in class, everything you should take the photographs, and you should share in the Google Classroom. Okay, for that every day you'll get the marks. So kindly take the book, okay, which you have kept for CAD. So whatever the PPT, what I'm showing, you should write down there. Whatever I tell you. So in drawing instruments, you require the scale, protector, then the compass, set square, drawing pencils, sharpener, and eraser. So these are the important things. Okay, you should bring to the lab. Okay, either lab or theory. So anyone has any doubts till this?
No, sir.
Okay. So write down this. So I'll give 2 minutes time. So kindly write down the drawing instruments so that are required. Okay, so that are required in the while drawing. While drawing manually. Write down on the required is, don't write the drawing board, drawing then clips as well as mini drafter. So Right now we are not using those things. Okay, only we required a scale, then protector, then compass, set square, drawing pencils, sharpener and eraser. With this you want a book. Okay, I think if you complete, kindly you should tell yes so that I can go for next slide. So write all these things in your notes. Students, I can move forward to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we will go for drawing sheets. So now, okay, we are using A4 size sheet. You can see the right A4 size sheet. So the length, you can see the width as well as the length. Okay, the length of the A4 size sheet is 210 mm, and the width is 297 mm. You can see on the top A4 size sheet. So you can see A4, A2, A3, and A1. Okay, so A3 is 297 into you can see that is 297, that is the width, and the length is okay, you can find that is around 840 841 minus 210. So you do that, okay, you will get the length, okay, the length of the A3 size sheet. Okay, see, A1 is much bigger than A2. Okay, A2 is much bigger than A3, and A3 is much bigger than A4. So right now, whatever we are using the pages means both the books. Okay, the sheets. So those are A4 size sheet. Okay, when you take A3, so that is much bigger than A4. Okay, then A3, then A2 is much bigger than A2 is much bigger than A3. Okay, then A3 is much bigger than A1. Okay, then A naught is much bigger than A1. I think everyone is clear, right? See, A2 is nothing but 420, that is the length, and width is 297 in plus 297. So it will come around 594. Okay, 594 mm. So that is the height of the A2 size sheet, and the length is around 420 mm. So this is A2 size sheet. Likewise, you can calculate for A3 also. Then A1. You can see right in the left hand side. So A naught is much bigger than A1. See, half of the A naught is half of the A naught is A1. Okay. Then half of the A1 is A2. Half of the A2 is A3. Okay. Half of the A4 A3 is A4. So right now we will we will solve the problems by using A4 size sheet. So everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Students, everyone is clear, right? Anyone has any doubts in this? So you should know what is A0, what is A1, and what is A2, what is A3, and A4. Okay. So while in the software, okay, we should set up the page. Okay, we should set as A4. So you want to know what is A4. Okay, you should not do this page set of A3 or A2, because A2 is much bigger than your A3. So A3 is much bigger than A4. So we should go for A4 size sheet. So you should know what is the length and what is the width of the A4 size sheet. The length is 210 mm and the height is 297 mm. So you should know all these things. It's very, very important. So anyone has any question regarding to this? See, all these PPTs I will share in the Google Classroom. Okay, you can refer this. So you should know what is A1, what is A0, what is A3, what is A2, and what is A4. So anyway, if you see this slide, you can understand what is the length and what is the height of the page. Okay, if you take A0, what is the length and what is the height? If you take A1, what is the length and what is the height? If you take A2, what is the length and what is the height? Okay, if you see this slide, you can analyze, okay, the different, what you can say, the page length and height, okay, of different size, A0 to A4. But okay, we will use A4 that is A4 sheet, okay, for our lab as well as when you go for the lab, okay, when you use SolidWorks, Solid Edge, Okay, to solve the problem, we will use A4. Similarly, okay, while solving the problems manually, we will use the A4 size sheet. So anyone has any doubt? Kindly write down all these things in your notes. You write the size. You should write the length and width. Okay, of the pages. If you take A1, so what is the length and what is the height? If you take A3, what is the length and height? If you take A2, what is the length and height? Okay, if I take A4, what is the length and height? So that's enough. So if you have doubts, kindly you should ask me now itself. So I'll go slowly. See here, the first introduction is very important. Okay, you should understand everything. Okay, you should not keep on asking what is A0, A1, A2, A3 and all. Okay, this is very important thing. Okay, when you do the sheet setup, you should know what is the meaning of A3. You should know what is the meaning of A1, or what is the length and width of A1. What is the length and width of A4? So A4 is very important because we will solve both manual and the manual as well as the computer by using A4 size sheet only. So you should know at least A4 size, length and width. Okay, the length is 210 and the width and the height is 297 mm. So complete this, then I'll go for next slide. So everyone should write in the notes. So it's very important. After completing, kindly tell us so I can move to the next slide.
So do we have to draw this left hand figure on the left?
Students, can you repeat once again the question because I could not hear you properly.
So I'm asking the figure on the left hand side. We have to draw that as
Left side? No, I'm telling you. Okay, write down the dimensions. Your A4 size. If you take A4 size sheet, so what is the dimension? If you take A2, what is the dimension? If you take A3, see what is the dimension? If you take A1, so what is the dimension? Okay. If you take A0, okay, so what is the dimension? So that's enough. A4 is equal to 210 into 297. If you take A2, sorry, A3, okay, that is again you calculate. So what is the length and what is the height? See, the length will be 420.5. Okay, the length of A3 is 220.5 and the height is 297 mm. Okay, when you come for A2, the length is again 240 240.5 mm and the height is 594 mm. Okay, and when you take A1 size sheet, okay, it is 841, length is 841 and the height is 594 mm. So when you take A0, the length is 841 and the height is around 1000. It will come around. So 1188. Okay, the height is 1188 mm for the A0 size sheet. A0 is, see, once again I will tell you, kindly note down. A4 is equal to 210 into 297. Okay, length is 210 and the height is 297. So when you come for A3, okay, the length is that is 420.5 into 420.5 into, okay, 420.5 into 297. So when you come for A2, okay, again A2 is nothing but 420.5 into, okay, 420.5 into 594. Okay, 594. And when you come for A1, okay, A1 is nothing but 841 into 594, 841 mm. That is the length and the height is 594. So when you represent A0, okay, A0 will be equal to 841 into 1188. So kindly, if you have questions, okay, you should ask because yes. kindly don't mention in the chat box, so I cannot see. Okay, so if you have anything, kindly you unmute yourself. Okay, and you can ask me. So but we are using, okay, A4 size sheet, okay, for manual as well as for software, both. Okay, both in both case, that is when you solve in manual or in system or in that is computer. Okay, we should use the A4 size sheet. So everyone is clear with this? So when you come for lab, you should not ask what is A4 once again. You should not ask what is A naught. So everything I have taught you now itself. So it's very, very important. This is very, very important. You should know what is A1, what is what is A3, A2, A4 and all. Okay, it's very, very important. Now we will go for so everyone is clear, right? I can move for next slide.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good. So anyone has any question to ask here in this slide?
Sir, Google Plus mighty.
So anyway, I will post the Google Classroom link. Okay, later after finishing the class. Okay, I'll post the classroom link. Okay, in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry. Okay, next we will go for the drawing sheet. So see here, when you open the your solid edge or your software, okay, it looks like this. Okay, this is called as drawing sheet. So you can write down in your in your notes. So this is very, very, very important. So this is called as drawing sheet. Okay, so for all the particular say, see, once you draw your front view, top view, side views, okay, we should draw here at the center. Okay, at the, you can see at the right end, you can see the title box. The title box indicates, there you can mention the see what is the object name. Okay, I told you in the previous class, that is engine. So you can so if you're designing, if you're so if you're if you're drawing for engine part, here you can mention engine. See which, so what is the object? Okay, what is the object you are looking for? Okay, for what object you are converting 3D to 2D? So you can mention here, that is what is the name of the object? Okay, from which material it is manufactured? Okay, everything. Okay, we can mention in title box. For that sake, they written in the right hand. You can see in the right, so that is to the right side. Okay, at the end, the left hand, you can see they mention title box. Inside you can mention everything. Okay, at the center you can see there is a blank. So at the center only you should draw the 2D drawings. Okay, the front view, top view, side views, all those views we can draw in the center. Okay, so anyone has any doubt? And see, and here you can see there's a border also, the right side. Okay, you can see the right side. Okay, yes, mentioned border. Okay, you should leave the border. Okay, for the in the drawing sheet, so there will be trimmed edge will be there. Trimmed edge is nothing but at the end. Okay, end that is at the end, so it is called as trimmed edge. See border. Okay, from the what you can say, okay, from the drawing, you can see at the center we will place a drawing. Okay, you can see, so they'll mention border. So border of around 20 mm, usually 20 mm. Okay, 20 mm, and there's a reference grid. You can see D. Okay, near the title block, you can see the D. So the D is nothing but the reference grid. It is called as reference grid. Okay, and left side you can see there is a filling margin. Okay, sorry, filing margin. Okay, this is called as filing margin. So the again the length. Okay, the length between these two is around 20 mm. Minimum it should be 20 mm. And you can see the line. Okay, what is the what you can, the visible line. Okay, where the thickness is high. Okay, so that is called as frame. And you should remember, always you should draw the 2D drawings inside at the center. The main thing here you should understand. So this is called as drawing sheet. At the center we will draw the the front view, top view, as well as side view. Okay, so that is very, very important. So when also so when you draw the so when you use the system that is solid edge, okay, when you try to draw the views, okay, you should know all these things. Where will be the title blocks, okay? So what is the reference grid? So where it should be, and what should be the border I should leave? That is 20 mm minimum, okay, to your left hand side as well as your right hand side, okay. Then what is trimmed edge? Okay, that is the edge is nothing but at the end. That is the end part of your that is boundary. Okay, then what is frame? Okay, frame should be the so that should be visible, but it should be thick. Okay, very thick. So so these are the important things. Okay, you should know about drawing sheet. Okay, so once you draw your drawing for any object, okay, you should know, okay, what are the things I should leave, like border, you should know border, you should know title block. So these are the two important things okay, you should know. That is title blocks. So title block you should mention, okay, in the drawing, as well as the border. Okay, then frame. So these are three things you should name. Okay, you should so you should draw the visible line, that is visible rectangular box, and you should name that as frame. Okay, and block also you should mention your name. So if you're drawing in examination, see in examination you should write your name, your register number, okay, then your which branch. So everything you should mention the title block. Okay, for that sake, okay, it's very important. Okay, if you go for industry, so the industry people will mention everything like material used, so what is the name of the object, so everything they will mention in the title that is the title blocks. So anyone has any question here? You can see the theory part. See, every drawing sheet is to follow a particular layout. As a standard practice, sufficient margins are to be provided on all sides of the drawing sheet. The drawing sheet should have drawing space and title page. Okay, a typical layout of a drawing sheet is shown in the figure below. So everyone will should follow the same same thing. Okay, if you go for any industry, okay, if you see the 2D drawings, okay, you will see the same drawing sheet, okay, in a similar way. So this is a standard. We should follow this standard. Okay. So anyone has any doubt, kindly write the drawing sheet and mention everything. And if you have doubts, okay, you can ask me. The main thing you should understand, okay, your front view, top view, side view should be drawn at the center. Okay, so that is very important. Anyone has any question? Students, these things will be not repeated once again. So kindly listen carefully, because these are basics. Okay, these are the basics. So directly I cannot enter into the course. So you should know what is drawing sheet. So what is meant by drawing sheet? So what is the standard? So this is a standard what we are following. Okay, wherever you go, in the world, everyone will use the same standards. Okay, so only thing is in India we will mention in millimeter. If you go for the foreign countries, they will mention in inch. Okay, inches. Okay, yesterday I told you, right? They'll mention in the form of inches, but we will follow in the form of millimeters. Anyone has any question? Yes.
Sir, what about filling margin? Filling margin down 20 mm mini.
Where it is, see, so this indicates, so see student, this is the standard what we're following. Okay, they mentioned that, okay, between these two, that is, you can see the frame and they mentioned ABCD, right? So this is the ABCD is mentioned because to make standard. See, from A to B, or you can say from A, there's a line, right? From if you take B, okay, the length will be 20 mm. So again, from C, if you take length, okay, that is, sorry, height, if you take height, C, that is 20 mm. So this is to make standards, to analyze neatly. So they mentioned ABCD. So see here in left hand side, they have mentioned 20 mm. This is minimum. So this is standard. and when you come for your right hand side, the same, okay, the length will be around 5, they may give around 5 mm. So these are standards. Okay, so the see, I will tell you, it is basically, it is done, it is done by this BIS. If you take India, that is Bureau of Indian Standards. Okay, so these people have recognized. Okay, so this is a standard, so we should follow that. Okay, we should follow the standards which is given by BA, that is BIS. I told you, right? So that is Bureau of Indian Standards. So they have mentioned this, the drawing sheet should be like this, and they're telling, okay, the margin should be 20 mm. Okay, from year to year, from the trimmed edge to the frame. Okay, so that should be 20 mm. Likewise, they mention for each individual, what I can say, the length, this much you should leave. Then only, okay, it looks good. The main thing is the drawing should, the drawing sheet should be neat. Okay, and if the customer sees the drawing, or sorry, the customer sees the drawing sheet, okay, you should understand everything. For that sake, okay, they have created a drawing sheet like this. Okay, and they mentioned how much length we should leave, how much height, okay, I should leave from C to D, or D to B, B to A. Okay, everything they have fixed. So the all the industry people are using the same, what I can say, same drawing sheet. Okay, why? To convey, or to show the drawing sheet, or you can say the customer should understand the drawings neatly, right? So that they're using the standard, they made, okay, this drawing sheet as standard.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so this is a standard drawing sheet, students. So this is made by BHS. Okay, sorry, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. So why? Because all the industry people are using the same drawing sheet. Okay, to make easy. Okay, to make easy for the customers can easily understand. Okay, if they use the same drawing sheet throughout the world, so then for all the customers, okay, they will feel easy to understand. For that sake, they made this as the reference copy for all the industries. Okay, so everyone has completed this drawing sheet. I can move forward to the next slide. Students, I can move forward next slide. Kindly reply yes or no.
Yes, sir. Completely,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So then we will see about lines. So this is very important. So as I mentioned in the previous class, okay. See, if you take the thick line, so I'm directly going to the lines, okay, which they mentioned. So kindly see that, okay, in your engineering drawing, kindly write down. So kindly write down. Okay, kindly write down the first thick, continuous, then continuous thin. Okay, then the short, you can see the 1 2 3 fifth sketch. Okay, that is for invisible. I told you in the previous class, right? Short dashes, that is dotted line. Okay, that you will use one tick, then continuous thin, then you'll use the short, the dashes, that is, okay, that's for invisible lines, or invisible surfaces. Okay, then short dashes, okay, this is for center lines. Okay, or we can use in locus lines. Okay, then long chain thick at end and thin elsewhere. So this is for cutting plain lines. So all this, see, one, you can see thick we will use, continuous line we will use, as well as the short dashes, short dash again. Okay, these two, the main difference is one we'll use for center lines or locus lines, and another we'll use in invisible lines. Okay, these things I'll teach you once we solve the problems, okay, in class. Okay, this one thick, continuous thin, short dashes, okay, both, one for center line and other for the invisible lines, and long chain thick at the end. Okay, this is for cutting plain lines. So this we will use in the module 4. Okay, module 4 we have, see, for module 1 we will use the 1 2. Okay, the main we will use these two. And when you go for the from second module, okay, from straight lines, we will use both, that is thick, continuous, thin, short dashes, as well as these three we'll use in module 2. So when we go for module 3, for the solids, okay, planes, okay, first we will go for planes. For planes, again we will use 1 2, that is thick, we'll use continuous, thin, we will use short dashes, both will use, okay, center lines as well as the invisible lines, both will use there. But we will not use the cutting plane. For fourth module we will use all these things, but that is continuous thin way as well as continuous thin with zigzag. Okay, these two we will not use, okay, in CAD in your course. Okay, these two we will not use, continuous thin with zigzag, then continuous thin way. Okay, this for short break lines or irregular boundary lines and long break lines. So this will use in computer aided machine drawing. So there is a in a mechanical, in third semester or fourth semester we will study the computer aided machine drawing. Okay, now you are studying computer aided engineering drawing. Likewise, there is a course called machine drawing. Okay, there we will use all these two, that is continuous thin valley as well as continuous thin with zigzag. These both two we will use in machine drawing. Okay, and this here and then the right hand side you can see there are so there are lines, right? There are lines, so these lines are used for okay measuring the distance. So you should measure the distance and you should write the distance with these lines. Okay, if the line is inclined, so measure that inclined line and you should write the arrow like this and you should mention what is the distance. I think everyone is clear, right? Anyone has any doubt with this? Anyone, students? Anyone has any questions? Kindly you should ask now itself. Students, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write down all these
Sir,
things. So don't write the third and fourth. Okay, only write the thick, continuous, thin, short dashes. Okay, both with respect to invisible lines as well as the center lines, locus lines, as well as long chain, thick at end and thin elsewhere. So these are important lines you should know. Okay, where I should use for visible. Okay, if the surface is visible or if the line is visible. Okay, where I should use thin, where I should use continuous thin. Okay, where I should use the short dashes. Okay, that is for invisible. Okay, if the line is if you're taking the locus line or if I'm taking the center lines, then I should use the like the fourth point, the like sixth. Okay, sixth line, the short dashes. Okay, when you cut the plane, then we should go for last. So you should know when we should use the line. Okay, so you can see lines is one important aspect of technical drawing. Lines are always used to construct meaningful drawing. Various types of lines are used to construct drawing. Each line used is in some specific sense. So lines are drawn following standard conventions mentioned in BIS. I told you, right? BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standards. So that is SP 46. See, this is made in 2003. Okay, they mentioned. So this is this is how okay the industry should follow. Okay, if you go for industry, all the industry will follow the same the regulations. Okay, which is given by BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standards. Okay, a line may be curved, straight, continuous, segmented. Okay, it may be drawn as thin or thick. A few basic types of lines widely used in drawings are shown in table 1. So I told you everything now. So your right hand side, okay, lines, that is used for dimensions, measuring the dimensions and writing in the form of like example. Okay, if you measure the line, okay, if it is 40 example, okay, you should represent this, okay, a straight line. Okay, and you should mention 40 anyway I will see when we solve the problem. Okay, I will write each and everything, the thick line. Okay, then continuous thin. Okay, I will use that also. Short dashes also I will use. Okay, so everything we will use in while solving the problem. Okay, then you can then you will understand easily. Now you should understand what is line. Okay, for what are the things, what are the lines, different lines, okay, we'll be using in your course. Okay, so kindly complete this, then we can go for next slide. Students, once you complete, kindly tell me, sir, I have completed, so I can go for next slide, okay?
Sir, slide is not clear and we are unable to write it down.
What happened, ma?
Slide is not clear and we are unable to write it down, sir.
Not clear. Okay, okay, ma, okay.
Sir, should write application, sir.
No, now it's clear, students. Now it's
Yes,
clear.
sir. Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, 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 okay.
No, sir, it
Anyway,
is not clear about.
when we actually write down the important things, okay, that is which lines are required. That is thin, continuous thin, short dashes. That is for invisible. Short dashes.
Sir,
That is
it's
for
not
again
clear, sir.
center lines. So wait, students. Okay. ಅಲ್ವಾ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ anyway. See, now it's visible. Students, kindly should represent.
Okay, sir.
Sir, it's not clear.
See, there's a, I think there's a network issue. Anyway, we will see. Okay. Anyway, I'll take the class. I'll share the presentation. Okay, I'll share the presentation. Kindly look into this later.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So next we'll go for dimensioning. So can anyone represent what is dimension? See here in the previous slide I showed you, right? This one, your right hand side, right? So I told you, so there's a straight line with the indicator. See here, when you see, these are called as 2D drawings. You know, I think I've explained in the previous class. So this is 2D drawings. So if you want to tell what is what is the distance, so okay, what is the length? So example, here you can see that's P, P, S, S. So those are called as the length. Okay, what is the length between the 2 points? Okay, if you want to measure, okay, it is easy. In the software, it is easy. Select the 2 points. Okay, you should go for dimension and select the 2 points. Then immediately it will show what is the what is the distance. Okay, that is covered between these 2 points, and it will indicate this line. Okay, you can see the lines, that is P. Yes, outside, that is outside the sketch, you can see, right? See, always you should remember the distance. Okay, it should be outside from the 2D drawing. Be careful. Okay, so when you are say when you're finding the distance between 2 points, so kindly after finding, okay, you should keep the distance outside from the drawing, don't place inside. So that's very, very important. Can anyone tell me what is that? You can see the circle, so there's a dotted line. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of the dotted line?
It's hidden.
It is hidden, right? So it is
Invisible
called as
line.
hidden lines. That is called as, we cannot see that edges. Okay, that is a backside edges we cannot see. So only he is mentioning in the form of hidden line, or you can say the dotted line. Okay, the short dashes you can see here. So it is called as hidden. Likewise, when you come for the right side view, okay, sorry, right side drawing, here also, so there's a cylinder, there is a cylinder, or you can say a sketch is there. Here also he has mentioned dotted line, right? So that indicates it is hidden. Always you should measure, okay, you should measure the distance. Okay, in the examination also, when you solve the problem, once you convert your 3D to 2D, okay, for every xy, either xy or yz or zx, that is side view, top view, or front view. Okay, you should mention the distance. Okay, how much is the diameter of the shaft, or how much is the length of the object. Okay, everything you should mention in the in the problem. Okay, so likewise, if you solve manually also, you should show in the similar way. Okay, once you draw the 2D, okay, you should mention like this. Like if you take P and S, okay, you should make arrow mark, and you should tell what is the distance, that is 20 mm or 30 mm or 40 mm. So mark the arrow, okay, between the 2 points, and mention what is the distance. That is to either it may be 30 mm or 40 mm or 50 mm. Okay, if you are making the holes, so what is the diameter of the hole? Again, you should mention what is the distance, or what is the diameter of the hole. If it is 20 mm diameter, 30 mm diameter, okay, you should mention those things in the sketches. Okay, so these are called as front view. So your left side is front view, and this is called as your side views. See left, there are two images. One is front and one is top, right? So right, students.
Yes, sir.
So similar way,
Yes, sir.
here also you can see front view, front view. Clear? So this is front view, right? Students,
Yes, sir.
kindly reply to the question. So this is front view. I'll make it big so it will be easy for you. So this is front view, right? Likewise, so this is what you can anyone tell me? Anyone? So what is the view?
Sir, it's the top view.
So this is what you can anyone, this is called as top view, right? So it is falling in horizontal plane. So this is front view. It is falling on vertical plane, right? See, this is front view, top view. What is this then?
Side view.
Side view. Okay, these are the three views. So that is represented in the sketch. So this is called as side view, top view, and front view. Okay. So these are, see here also you can see. Okay, this is your front view. Sorry. So this is your front view. So this is front view, and this is top view again. This is top view, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you see this sketch, okay, immediately you should try to understand. So what are the views he has mentioned there? Which is the top view, which is the front view, which is the side view? So that is very, very important, okay, to analyze. So be careful with this, okay? And dimensioning. So if you take, so if you convert your object into 2D, that's front view, top view, side view, okay, then you should mention the dimensions also. That is your distance between 2 points. Dimensioning is very important. Without dimensioning, it is called as drawing. Okay, if you mention the dimension, so that is called as engineering drawing. Okay, then after that you should know the front view, what is front view, what is top view, and what is side view. Okay, so you should analyze which is top view, which is front view, and which is side view. So that is very important. So that's called imagination. You should once you see the sketch, immediately you should try to understand how it looks. Okay, with respect to 3D view. So can anyone tell what is this? What is this?
Pencil.
Yes, pencil. So example,
Pencil.
see there are different types of drawing pencils is there. One is hardness and one is softness. Okay, so if you want to draw the thick line, example, okay, that is visible lines. So you should take 4B type pencil. Okay, then the thickness of the what you can say that the thickness will be huge. Okay, of the when you draw the sketch, the thickness, okay, will be what you can say, the thickness dimensions will be high. So if example, if the example if you take, okay, it is hidden. Okay, then you should take like 2H or 3H 2H type or 3H type pencil. Okay, then you can draw easily, you can understand. So that is called as hidden edges or hidden surfaces. So depending upon the visible lines, okay, hidden lines, okay, all these things, you can take the different pencils. Okay, one is softness and one is the hardness. So if you take hard, okay, like you can take 4B. Okay, 4B or 3B types pencils. So the thickness of the what you can say, when you write, the thickness will be huge. So that you can mention as visible lines. Okay, when you take hidden lines, you can take the softness like pencil, like 4B or 3B. Okay, so sorry, that is 3H or 2H. Okay, then the thickness will be very small, and you can tell this is hidden line. Okay, so at least you bring one is 3B 4B pencils as well as 2H 3H. Okay, in the class you bring at least three to four pencils. One is 3B, or you bring two pencils, it's enough. One is the hardness and one is softness. You bring 3B or 4B, or and 4H or 3H. Okay, any one pencil you bring, so it will be easy for you, right? So right,
Yes,
students.
sir.
Okay, sir.
So it will be easy for you. Okay, you can use different pencils. One is for visible lines. For if you want thick, you can use the 4B type pencil. Okay, if example, if it is visible, okay, or center line, then you should take the 3H pencil. Okay, then it will be easy for you to convey. Okay, in the drawing, it will be easy to understand. Okay, next we'll go for rules and standards. As I told you, okay, this is if you take India, that is BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. So all this, okay, all these standards, that is your drawing pencils as well as all these dimensions, okay, all these rules, all these lines, whatever it may be, all these things are this drawing sheet, everything is, okay, given by that is BIS. Okay, they are told. So these are the rules and regulations, okay, for industries, okay, as well as for academics. Everyone should use the same what you can say, drawing sheet. It should be same for all the industries. Okay, like if you take BS, that is British standards. So they given the drawing sheet. Okay, like Germany as well as America, that is American National Standard Institute. So if you take individual countries, okay, they will give the rules and regulations for that country. Okay, so that the country, all the industry people should use the same standards. Okay, so see, one company cannot use the different drawing sheet and other company cannot use the different drawing sheet. So everywhere, okay, the drawing sheet should be similar. Okay, so for that purpose, the International Standard Organization, okay, if you take India, Bureau of Indian Standards, they given the standard for the industry. Okay, they are given the standards. So the company should use the same standards like drawing sheet, or it may be pencil, or whatever it may be. Okay, the industry should follow the same standards which is given by India, that is BIS. I think everyone has understood, right?
Yes, sir.
So here you can see for the drawing to be universally accepted, it should universally means throughout the world. Okay, for the drawing should be universally accepted, it should follow certain rules and standards approved by international standards of organization. That is ISO. Okay, ISO people as recognized in India, that is BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. So they will give the rules and regulations for the industries. So the industry should follow the same rules, okay, which is given by them. Okay, see the BIS original standards for drawing was IS 696 and was formatted in 1960. Okay, so 1960 initially they made the standards. Okay, it was revised in 1972. The latest revision was in 1988, which is numbered as SP 46. Okay, so these are so don't these are called as the standards. Okay, which the company should follow. Now we will go for the basic concepts. Okay, first we will see what is projection. Next we will see the methods of projection, then drawing scale, then the convention, dimensioning, lettering. So all these things are very important initially. If you understand these things, then only it will be easy for you, okay, to solve the problems. First is to understand what is projection. Okay, we'll come to the projection. See here. See, come to the sketch. Okay, see, there's a light source, there's an object, and there's a screen, right? So, right, students, and
Yes.
so repeat the question. So there are three, right? One is light source, object, and screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so at the middle, okay, at the middle you can see the object, right? Right, at the middle you
Yes,
can see
sir.
the object. See, at
Yes.
the front is light source. See, light source is nothing but the observer. Okay, the light source what they mentioned, so that indicates I'm standing there. Okay, a person will be standing at the light source, and if he sees this object, how it looks in the screen. Example, if you go for movie, okay, this is an example. Okay, with respect to the movie, right? There also, if you go for the malls as well as the theaters, they'll use the same what you can say replica. Okay, so they will be so they'll be focusing on the screen, right?
Yes,
So right,
sir.
students. So technical term, okay, in engineering drawing is nothing but the screen. Okay, what they mentioned screen, that is called as the plane of projection. You can write down. You can write down in the book. First, you write down the sketch. Kindly write down the sketch: light source, object, screen. Okay. So the light source. Okay, we will be trying to observe the object. Okay. Then the shadow. Okay. Then the shadow which is falling on the screen. That screen is called as plane of projection. Okay. So this indicates. See the line which is see from the light source, the light, or you can say the line which is hitting the object, it is called as projectors. Okay, you can write down projectors. PROJECTOR. It is called as projector. Okay, projectors. Or it is called as line of sight. Okay, you can write down. It is called as line of sight or projectors. Okay, if you keep any object in between the light source and if you see, okay, you can see the shadow on the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Students, can you hear me? Hello. So that screen is called as a reference plane here. Okay, reference plane, or it is called as plane of projection. Okay, write down the
What is
object.
projection?
So there will be three elements. Okay, in the projection. One is light source. So that's called as the observer. The observer will be standing there and he will be observing the object and he will try to see on the screen how it looks. Okay. So that screen is called as reference plane. or it is called as plane of projection. And the light source, okay, and the line, okay, which is hitting the object. You can see the lines, right? There are 4 lines. So right, students, which is hitting on the front, which is hitting on the front face, right? So there's a cube there. You can see the cube. So the light source will be hitting the front face of the cube. Okay, then that shadow then that shadow will be falling on the screen. Can anyone tell me which plane is this? Vertical plane or horizontal plane, or it is a uh, to right side plane or left side plane?
What?
Vertical plane, sir.
Vertical plane. Good. So everyone has understood,
Vertical
right?
plane.
It is vertical plane, right? Because I'm viewing the object from front. Okay, I'm viewing the object that is cube from front. So it is called as vertical plane. Okay, which is it is called as front view. The front view will be falling on vertical plane. We should write down VP, vertical plane. Okay, be careful. So I'm standing near to the light source. Okay, and if I see the object, see, once the light falls on the object, okay, that shadow will be falling on the screen. This is a normal theory, but when we tell in the form of the your engineering drawing sense, so that object, the lines which are hitting the light, what you can, the lines, okay, which are hitting the object, that is cube, that is called as the projectors. Okay, projector, or it is called as the light of sight. Okay, so the line of sight, it is called as the line of sight, or it is called as the projectors. Okay, then once the projectors hits the screen, that is called the reference plane, so that it will convert into the plane of projection. Okay, so it is transform, see, the line, or you can say the projectors, which is falling on the object, then it will be falling on the screen, right? Once it falls on the screen or vertical plane, so then we will call that as plane. Okay, plane of projection. So this square, the you can see the front, when you see the front, when you see the cube from front, the visible side, or you can say the front, what you can say, the front square, okay, which will be visible, okay, for us, it will be falling on this screen, right? So this is called as plane of projection. So this visible surface will be falling on the screen. So so once it falls on the screen, so that is called as plane of projection. Okay, this is the principle behind the projection. Okay, that means, see, projection is nothing but a picture which is falling on the screen is called as projection. Like example, okay, if a movie is, or if a say, once you watch this movie, okay, the what you can say, the picture will be falling on the screen, right? So once the picture falls on the screen, so that is called as projection. So anyone has any doubt? Anyone has any doubt?
No, sir.
So projection means once, okay, your image, once the picture, okay, of the object, once it falls on the screen, or it is called as vertical plane, or it may be the horizontal plane, or it may be the right side plane, or the left side plane. So once it falls, the picture falls on that plane, so that is called as plane of projection. So everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So if
sir.
you want to know this course, if you want to understand this course, you should understand there will be 3 elements. One is light source. Okay, so there a person will be standing, so that is very important, and you should have the object. So without object, okay, you cannot see the projection, right? You want an object, okay, in between the light source and the screen, or it is called as the reference plane, or it is called the okay, or that is called a screen. So once you keep the object in between the light source and screen, then only you can see the plane of projection, right? So right, students? So see the principle of projection. What is the meaning of projection? See, when an object is introduced between a light source and a screen, a picture will be cast on the screen. Okay, this picture is called as projection of the object on the screen. So it is called as the plane of projection. So write down elements of projection. What are the things that are required? Okay, to analyze the plane of projection means one is you want object, you want the observer, that is light source. Okay, observer. So then reference plane. See, reference plane is nothing but the screen. So you want all these things. Okay, to convert the 3D to 2D, right? If you want to convert 3D to 2D, you want light source, you want an object, okay, the 3D object, okay, then you want the screen, okay, or reference plane. Then only we can find the plane of projection through projectors. So be careful. It is called as projectors, or it is called as line of sight. Okay, the light which is passing from the object, the lines. Okay, that lines are called as, okay, technically it is called as projectors, or it is called as line of sight. Okay, you can write that. Line of sight, L-I-N-E, line of sight, S-I-G-H-T, or it is called as projectors, P-R-O-J-E-C-T-O-R-S, projectors. Okay. To complete this, kindly complete this. This is very important slide. So if you want to analyze in future, so you want to know this. What is projectors? What is projection? Plane of projection. Okay, what is the meaning of plane of projection? What is the meaning of object? What is mean by observer? The reference plane, or it is called a screen. Then what is vertical plane? Everything. Okay, it is very important. So if anyone has any questions, any doubts regarding to this, you can ask me. So this slide is very important, okay, to understand. If anyone has any questions regarding to this, you can ask me. So I thought you to teach in the class, okay, by taking the choppies and all, but suddenly the lockdown came to picture, right? So now it's very difficult to teach through choppies, through topics, right? So I'm teaching in online only. So anyway, see, next class I will be explaining with the the pen as well as the paper. So then I think you can understand in a better way. So now I think anyone has any doubt regarding to this?
No, sir.
So today I will be explaining the theory part. So next week also, sorry, so next class also I will be explaining the basics once again. Okay, all these things I will be explaining once again because this is very, very important. Okay, this you want to understand what is projection, what is plane of projection, or what is the principle behind this. See, what are the things are required, okay, to see the plane of projection. Okay, what is screen, what is reference plane, both are same. Okay, then what is observer. Okay, everything is very, very important. So complete this, then I'll go for next I will go for next slide. Anyway, I'll give 2 minutes time. So kindly complete this. Okay, then I will continue the class. So anyone has any questions? So kindly you should ask me.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me, ma.
Sir, the object which is being used between the light and the screen, is it a slit?
Is it?
Slit, sir.
No, no. So it is a cube, ma. It is a cube. So now it is now we are taking the cube. Okay, if you want, you can take your mobile phone also, or you can take the pen. Anything, okay, anything you can take, and you can analyze how it looks in the front view and how it looks in top view.
Yes, sir.
So whatever it may be, you can take the ball, okay. So you can take the anything, okay, and we can analyze how it looks in front view, how it looks in top view, and how it looks in side view. So these are simple, okay, simple what you can objects. So when you take the complex shapes, okay, example, if you go for your automobile, the car, so there will be complex shapes will be there. So for that, it is not easy to analyze the 3D. So if you take a 3D, so it is very difficult to analyze the to understand it to be very difficult. Then we will go to this 2D views. Okay, we will place the object here at the center, and we'll be trying to draw the front view, top view, and side views. Okay, so this object is very simple. Okay, that cube is very simple. But to understand for students, first we will take a example of cube. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So once it comes to complex shapes, okay, then it will be very difficult to understand in 3D. So then we should draw the 2D views only. Okay, we will place this. We will place the complex shapes at the center. Okay, so then we will see front view, top view, side view, how it looks, and we will draw in the screen. That is so that is nothing but your reference plane. Okay, we will draw there. Okay, to convey how it looks, to convey for the customers. Okay, about the dimensions from front view. So what is the dimensions? When we see from top view, what is the dimensions? When you see from side view, so what will be the dimensions? And the 2D drawings will be given to the manufacturer. Okay, the employees will see that the drawings, then they can understand easily. Then only they will go for manufacturing the products.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So others, kindly, if you have doubts, you should ask me. So kindly complete this slide. So write everything. Okay, this slide is very important. So you write once and try to analyze. Okay, if you get doubts, kindly unmute yourself and you ask me. Okay, I'll give another 2 minutes time. Okay. Okay. So everyone is completed, right? I can move for next slide. Next slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here you can see in the sketch. Can anyone explain what is this?
The 3D view is converted to a 2D sheet.
Anyone? So here, if you see the sketch, okay, in the left hand side, that is a 3D view, right? So
Yes, sir.
you can represent the 3D view also in the 2D page. So that is what he has told. Okay, you can draw even 3D sketch in 2D. You can see this is called as isometric view. I'll tell you what is isometric in the further classes. Okay, see the same 3D view. Okay, we can represent in the 2D sheet also, but it is very difficult. It will take a lot of time. Okay, so drawing is to convey the plans, ideas, and thoughts of minds. I have explained you in the first slide even the same thing. So you can see the objectives of projection is to present the exact visual the description of size and shape of a 3D object on a 2D sheet. Okay, 2D drawing sheet. So always you should remember. So first we will be having 3D object, and we will be trying to convert that 3D to 2D. Okay, so here we have mentioned 3D to 3D. Okay, and then you can represent the see, for representing the dimensions. Okay, it will be very difficult. So when you draw 2D to 3D to 3D in the 2D what you can say page, okay, you will feel very very difficult. Then we should convert the 3D to 2D. Then only okay, then only it will be easy for us, okay, to mention the dimensions. Okay, we will go for next types of projection. One is single view projection, and second is multi-view projection. Okay, there are two types of projections are there. One is single view projection and multi-view projection. See here, same. So what is this? Can you analyze, student? What is this? I think from top, okay, you can see some arrow mark, right? So what is the indication of that?
Top view.
So it's called as top view, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the right hand side you can see, okay, there so there they mentioned, right, top view will be looking like this, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the same way, okay, when you see from front, I think when you see from front, okay, so when you see from front, okay, the front view will be looking like this, right? When you see from front, this side, okay, from the left hand side, you can see the front view, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is front view and top view, okay, which you can see for this object. So when you see from front, so this will be the front view. So when you see from top, so this will be the top view. Okay, so this is the representation of the front view and top view for your object. Okay, so in single view, okay, anyway, I think from this I will explain you. I will explain you in the coming class. I think today it's enough. So in one day I cannot. If I explain all the things, okay, then you will feel difficult. So anyway, it's fine. So right now you try to analyze whatever I taught you in today's class. Okay, then it's fine. So kindly, I will share the Google Classroom now. Kindly join to the Google Classroom. Okay, I will post the PPT. Whatever I taught you today, I will share the PPT in the Google Classroom. Okay, kindly refer and study all these things. And if you get doubts, okay, you can ask me. I think today it's enough. Okay, tomorrow I will take class and I will continue the next. Okay, single view as well as this one multi-view projections. So in this, in your syllabus, you have only isometric, okay? In single view, so there are another three types are there. That is perspective, oblique view, as well as axonometric view. In this again, diametric, trimetric, isometric view also it is there. Okay, in your syllabus, you will study only isometric, and then you should understand what is orthographic. That is called as multi-view. Okay, orthographic is very important. So according to the industry, okay, they are using the orthographic views. Okay, I will tell you why. What is orthographic, what is all these things I'll be explaining you in the coming class. So right now you try to understand what is projection, what is the principle behind the projection, okay, what is front view, what is top view, what is side view, okay, then what is the projectors, okay, then what is line of sight. So both are same, the projectors and line of sight are both are same, but in different textbook they will mention the different names, but projectors and light of sight are both are same. Then what is plane of projection? Okay, a shadow which is falling on the screen. So this is called as the picture, or you can say the picture. So it is called as the plane of projection. Okay. So what is VP? What is HP? What is the right side the projection, left side projection? All those things are very important. So right now you try to analyze. So I will give you a two what I can say assignments. Sorry, single assignment. Okay, you can take any two objects and try to represent, okay, how it looks from front and how it looks from top. Okay, you can write in your notes. You can take any two objects. Okay, that's your wish, and you try to represent, okay, its front view, that is which is falling on the front view, that is the reference plane on screen, and how it looks from top, that is your horizontal plane. It's okay, fine students, and don't repeat. Okay, everyone should take different different objects. That's your wish. Okay, you can take the pentagonal prism or see whatever you want, but you should mention the how it looks from top and how it looks from front. Okay. Okay, students.
Yes, sir.
So you should try to analyze the different objects. Then only you can understand easily. Okay. Now see in the PPT I shown this the cube, right? In the similar way you can take this. You can take the ball. Okay. You can take the helmets. Okay, and you can keep yours and you can keep in front of you, and you can okay, you make, and you can take the light source. Okay, and you can see how it looks. Okay, in the wall, that is screen, and the same similar sketch you can represent on your page. Okay, that is front. You can write down front view, FV. Okay, how it looks from front. Okay, then same you take the light source, and you can leave from top. Okay, and you can see how it looks on the horizontal plane. The same sketch, okay, you can represent in the page, right? You try to do some exercise so that you can understand, okay, a little bit of the projection. So everyone should complete this assignment. Okay, so I think next class I'll join to the Google Classroom. I'll give assignment, first assignment regarding to this, regarding to the projection. At least you should take 2 objects and try to represent the front view and top view. Okay.
Yes,
Sir, we not have college email ID. We can't.
Can you repeat the question?
They not given college email ID, sir.
Anyway, right now you can join through your. I think you cannot join to Google Classroom.
No, sir. We tried to
Okay.
joining,
Yes.
but
Yes.
they are
Yes.
not
Yes.
allowing.
Yes. Okay. I got.
You can share the.
Anyway. Okay.
You
Then.
share. You share the PPT in WhatsApp group, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So when they will provide the email ID for you, that is CM your college email ID.
Still don't know, sir, when they provide.
Still, how much days is required, students?
They not told anything, sir. That.
Okay. Anyway, I will contact I will contact madam. Okay, I will contact and
Okay.
I will take the information from her. And
Okay, sir.
anyway, I will tell you also. I will tell you in the group. Okay, when the email ID will be given to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think another 10 minutes. Okay. Anyway, another 10 minutes. I'll be in class. I'll leave at 12:30. Okay, I'll take the attendance in 12:30. Kindly look into the PPT. Okay, and try to analyze what are the things I taught in the class. See, now I am giving the assignment now itself. So kindly write down what are the things I have explained you in the class today's class. So write in a simple sentence. Okay, in your words. So what are the things what are the things I have taught you in today's class? You take from manual drawing, right? You can take from manual drawing and computer engineering drawing. What is the difference between these two? So I will only tell you what are the things you should write down. You take from drawing methods, that is manual and computer engineering drawing. What is the difference between these two? Then then you can mention what are the things that are required. What are the geometrical items that are required for doing the manual drawing, as well as drawing sheet. Okay, what I taught you regarding to the drawing sheet. Then what is drawing so how it looks, how the drawing sheet will look, as well as the what is mean by lines, dimensions. Okay, then drawing pencil. Okay, then rules and standards. Okay, that are mentioned by country, that is ISO standard organizations, international standard organization. Then about projection. So what is projection? Okay, then what is object? What is the what is the meaning of light source? Why you want the light source? Okay, then why you required screen? What is projectors? What is plane of projection? So all these things, okay, you should write in your words. Okay, so that's enough. So tomorrow we will discuss about the types of projection. Next 10 minutes is for you. So kindly complete the task. Okay, I'll be in the class. So if you have doubts, okay, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Students, you should speak in the class. Okay. then only you can understand the course. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Anyway, now it is online, so I cannot see you, right? I cannot see the students whether they are whether they are completing the problem, whether they are listening to the class. So kindly listen to the class, try to understand the whatever whatever I teach you in the class. Okay, whatever the assignments which are given to you, kindly complete those things. Okay, then only then only you will feel that this course is easy. Otherwise, okay, you'll feel that okay, the course will be difficult. So right now I completed still the projection, okay, the plane of projection. So tomorrow we will start the types of projections, okay, that is single view as well as multi-view. So kindly complete whatever I told you now, and okay, and I'll post the assignments. So let us see, okay, about the email ID, okay, email ID when the students we can get the email ID. So those who are what you can say, those who received the email ID, kindly they can join to the class. I'll create the class now, and I will add the Google Classroom link so that you can join. Students, I have entered the Google Classroom link, right?
Sir, we can add personal email, sir.
No, you cannot join through personal email. Okay, those who have received the CMR email ID, okay, they can join.
Sir, we not received email ID, sir.
So no one has received the CMR email ID.
Most of us haven't received it,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so only I'm telling you, right? So those who received the there is CMR email ID, okay, they can join to the CAT class. See, from next class onwards, okay, you should join through same Google Meet. Still 19th, okay. I think still 19th, okay, it will be online. The classes will be online, so you should join the class Google. You can join to the classes by using the same Google Meet link. So right now I'll mute myself. If you have doubts, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. So kindly complete the assignments whatever I told you. So right now, whatever I have done in the class, okay, represent in your words and complete at least 2 objects. Okay, you analyze the 2 objects, how it looks in front you, how it looks from top view. Okay, you can take any objects that is your wish and kindly complete the assignment. Okay.
Sir, what about the students not having CMR ID?
I think can you repeat the question? I think Emandar, can you repeat the question?
Sir, what about the students not having CMR ID, sir? We can't join
So
that.
it's okay, Mandar. I told you, right? So once you receive the email ID, CMR email ID, then you join.
No problem
Okay.
with attendance, right?
No. Attendance anyway, I will take separate. Don't worry. I will take the attendance later. Okay. At 12:35, I will take the attendance. Okay.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Okay. So don't worry about the joining of Google Classroom. So that is different. So Google Classroom is used for updating the notes and updating the assignments. Okay, so for that purpose we'll use the Google Classroom. So your attendance will be taken in the Google Meet. Okay. So intimate your friends. Okay, everyone should join to the class, because if you do not attend the one class, okay, regarding to this course, so it will be difficult, okay, to understand in the next class. I think those who not attended today's class, okay, if they attend next class, they can understand anything, because they don't know what is projectors, what is projection, okay, what is the plane of projection, what is VP. So it will be very difficult for them, okay, to understand about this course. So only I'm telling you, you should attend all the classes regularly, and you should listen. Okay, listen in the class. Try to understand the concepts. Whatever I am explaining, so try to understand everything. If you have doubts, unmute yourself. You can ask me immediately so that I can repeat the concepts. Okay, so that you can understand easily. So you should so tell all the students to attend the classes. So that is very very important. So complete the assignments student now. Anyway, complete the assignments.
Sir, please can you share the PPT presentation on the WhatsApp group?
So I will share now, ma. I will share. Okay, I'll share now.
Thank you, sir.
Students, I added the PPT. Okay, the PPT
Yes,
in
sir.
the
Thank you. Thank
WhatsApp group. Kindly you can download that and you can refer that. Okay. Kindly do not go beyond whatever I teach in the class. So you'll feel okay. You feel that you cannot understand. I think Mohammed, you can. If you have questions, you can ask me.
Sir, should we write down the full PDF in our notebook?
No. I told you that. Okay, whatever I taught you, whatever I taught you today. Okay, you should write in the form of your words. Don't copy everything. Whatever there in PPT. So that is for reference, right? I told you in the classes also. So do not, you should not represent whatever I give in the class. Okay, theory and all you can represent in your words. It's fine.
Okay, sir.
So you take the concepts from the PPT, okay, and you can mention what did you understand from that. So that's enough. And don't go beyond that page number 20. I think 24, 20. I think 22. It's enough. Don't go beyond that. Types of projection from types of projection. Okay, don't read the slides. You will feel difficult. Okay, I will teach you in class, in coming class. Okay, then only you can understand those things. Okay. So anyway, don't leave the class. I'll take attendance now. Students, and the main thing is, okay, you should join the class with respect to your name. Okay, your name. So then it will be fine, because I will take the attendance like this. I'll show you. Wait for 2 seconds. See here, I will take the attendance like this. See, every name will come. Every name, okay, who means who has attended the class. Okay, it will show like this. So everyone can see the screen, right? Hello, students.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
completely blur, sir.
Not clear.
Okay. Anyway, so I will save the
Blur, so it's
file.
completely
Okay.
blur.
Anyway, it's okay. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, I will take an attendance. Today's attendance. Okay. If you have doubts, you can ask me, students. Another 2 minutes. I'll give you another 2 minutes. If you have doubts, you can ask me. So no one has doubts. So no one has doubts, students,
Sir?
regarding to today's class.
Sir?
No, sir.
Sir?
Okay. What? Can you repeat the question?
Excuse me, sir.
Can you repeat the question, students?
Sir,
Hello.
after writing in our own words, if that is wrong and if we don't get marks in exam, then sir?
See, this is regarding to, see, you're writing in your book, right? So this is not an exam,
Yes, sir.
right? This is not an exam, okay?
Yes,
This
sir.
is to improve yourself. So don't worry, it is wrong, don't worry, I will tell you. Anyway, you will give, so that book will be given to me, right? To do the correction.
Oh, okay.
I will call you and I will tell you. Okay, where you have made mistake, I will tell you, don't worry. So this is not an
Okay.
exam, right? Mama, this is not an exam. So this assignments what I'm giving for you. So complete the assignments. Okay, you submit to me. I will check and I will tell you. Okay, which is right and which is wrong. That's all.
Okay.
So whichever you make wrong, I will tell you. So this is the wrong. Okay, Kindly repeat that question. That's all. Hmm?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Others? Any questions? Students, this is an assignment. Okay, don't feel that this is an exam. Exam is different, and then the assignments are different. Okay, these assignments for this. Anyway, the marks will be assigned. But okay, if you made mistake also, don't worry. Okay, anyway, you will submit to me. So if any mistakes are there, I will call and I will intimate you. Don't worry. Hmm? Okay, students. Then anyway, you can leave the class now. Okay, if you have doubts, you can contact me later. Okay, anyway, you have my number. Okay, you can message me or you can contact me. Thank you, students. You can leave the class now. Thank you.
Attendance not.
See, attendance I have taken. Don't worry. Okay, attendance I have taken.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you can leave, students. You can leave the class,
Thank you,
students.
sir.
Okay, you take rest. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.